Yo, what's up guys? You got pokeaim here with the Golisopod showcase. If you actually missed any of my previous showcases, yesterday I actually showcased, I said like 4 times already or 3, but I showed Alolan Raichu in a live. There's a playlist down below. I encourage you to go ahead and check that out. Also, feel free to follow me on Twitch and Twitter. Keep up to date, know when I'm streaming. I'll probably be streaming later tonight after I get back home. But in any case, this team is really built around, at first it was a Life Orb Golisopod. I built it on stream, but which is another reason why you should follow me on Twitch, because sometimes we build teams together. At first it was Life Orb, but I actually wanted to test out Red Card, since I noticed that based on the way the team was going, people would come in and when Golisopod was out, they'd actually attack it to make it switch out first before defogging and getting rid of hazards. And I actually like that because most of the team you can actually defog versus, but if they hit Golisopod and it breaks it below emergency exit, or brings it below emergency exit, Red Card activates first, so I force them out, and then with hazards we get that out of here. So the team was actually based around a Scarf Gengar sweeping, and then hazards to abuse that, Magearna to Volt Switch onto Golisopod, Golisopod forcing switches to rack up hazard damage, and then Gengar coming through. We actually have a Alolan Golem with Magnet Pull and Wild Charge, because it 2-hit KOs Celesteela, gets up rocks. The only Celesteela that beats this thing 1v1 is a Celesteela that has Earthquake, but outside of that, we outspeed it. We have Stealth Rock, Earthquake, and Stone Edge respectively. We have Gastrodon with enough EVs to not be 2 KO'd by Battle Bond, Greninjas, Dark Pulse, physically defensive Skarmory, which helps us out versus Mamoswine. Same thing with Golisopod, which is why I actually have Aqua Jet on as well, because we beat it 1v1 with Liquidation into Aqua Jet. And then we have a Assault Vest Magearna to help us out with Tapu Lele. So it should be a fun game, or a fun live. I'm hoping for a fun live. It was very fun playing with this team on stream. Golisopod forced so many switches, so we got a game right away. And I like my opponent's team a lot. Very, very weak to Scarf Gengar if I can get rid of Alolan Muck, because Scarf Gengar just clicked Shadow Ball a couple times. Alright, so we're gonna lead off with Golisopod because he does have the Muck, or excuse me, well, he does have the Muck, yeah. But he does have the Mamoswine as a lead, and Golisopod can take that thing on. If he leads off with Tapu Lele, I can switch out to my Magearna, which is Assault Vest, so we're not 2-hit KO by anything he wants to go for. Even if it's Spec Psychic or whatnot. We're definitely not 2-hit KO by that. Unfortunately, Golem doesn't look like it'll be trapping. However, it can hit hard. If I get rid of Mamoswine early, that's his ground type. So if I get in Golem versus something like Muck, I can just click Wild Charge. Also, hazards are going to be very nice here. While I don't have defog on the team, originally we had like a Tapu Fini to defog for Golisopod. I liked it a lot better when my opponent would defog and I would force them to rack up hazard damage for Gengar in the end. So my opponent, Pokénon 1.1. Ooh. It's now 2017. Well, it is 2017. No, it's not. It's 2016. Forget the joke I was about to make, okay? I ruined it. Did anybody see Jamvad? Changing the subject immediately. Did anybody see Jamvad leak the password on his live? That's what he gets for using Skype. That's what he actually gets for using Skype. We'll click Liquidation here because I don't want him going on to Tapu Lele on my first impression, which would be a very poor play, but I don't want my opponent going for that. Also, you can't 2-hit KO him or anything. He goes hard into Buzzwole, which is fine. We hit that thing for a lot of damage and get a defense drop, which is amazing. I think he might be sub Buzzwole. Unless he has Thunder Punch, he's not hitting me hard anyway, so we'll go for another Liquidation as he doubles out into Lapras. Smart play because of the Water Absorb. Lapras is actually a threat, especially because of Freeze Dry. So I want to go into my Magearna. Well, I feel like Skarmory can just take a hit and get up a Spike. I really want a Spike. I'm going to go Skarmory instead. It's not as useful. I can save Golisopod's Aqua Jet for the arrow, and I don't want to take a Freeze Dry. Is that Specs? Holy crap, man. Calm down. He needs a lot of speed to be able to outspeed me, so I'm going to get on my Spike, as he has a lot of speed to be able to outspeed me. Good lord. So unfortunately we lose out on the Spike, which means that the Mamoswine is still scary as hell, but I can go out to Magearna. Main reason I didn't go out to Magearna before is because I was very, very worried about letting it be weakened for Tapu Lele, but at the same time he doesn't have a steel answer on his team. So I'll just click Flash Cannon here. Unfortunately, I don't get up that Spike. That Spike would have been so nice for Mamoswine to be able to wear it down when Lapras is a legitimate threat. Goes Muck. I appreciate the damage. And what I can do is just Volt Switch on out of there versus that. I'm not going to let him knock me off. He should not be running enough speed for this. That's too much speed, okay? That's way too much speed on Mug. Don't be running that much speed. But we can Volt Switch, and I can go out to my Alolan, which is my Golem, get up them rocks, start chipping away at everything with that. All I need is like 2 turns of rocks on top of Lele. Then again, he could be Assault Vest. Goes Lapras on my Volt Switch, which is better for me. Able to get off so much damage, and I can go right to Golisopod, and I can click the first impression here. I don't mind if he goes Lele, because this Lapras is so much of a threat that I want to click the first impression. I really don't mind if he goes Lele here. Goes Buzzwole. Not the worst for me. Do I want to risk him being sub? That's the thing. I'll go for Leech Life. I think he could be sub, but he can't touch me if he's sub anyway. And I don't want him going right back out into Lapras, predicting my See, it worked out, but like, if I went for Liquidation, I broke his sub, right? I think he thinks I'm Banded. Oh, he's sub Bulk Up. That's a little bit scary. I mean, Liquidation is going to be breaking the sub anyway. And he's not 2-KOing me before I'm beating him, so I'll just go right for the Liquidation again. He's not beating me 1v1 before I beat him, is what I'm trying to say. So we'll just hit him up with that again. The fact that he's sub Buzzwole and he sets this up on this now. I mean, Leech Life is going to be recovering a decent amount for my opponent. But the red card is going to activate. Get the hell out of my sight. Get out of my sight. And I'm going to be able to go out to my Alolan and get on my rocks. I'm fine with that. That was a threat. And once we get up rocks, no longer will I be switched out. So I can Aqua Jet later, everything. Alright, so we'll get up our rocks right here. I could Wild Charge, because the Buzzwole is so much of a threat. Goes Mamoswine. I don't have the best switch-ins. I'll just go Gastrodon. Gastrodon eats up a hit anyway. I can save Golem to maybe take a hit from Lele later, or just sack it to Lele later. Goes right for that Earthquake, and he is Life Orb. Oh my god, it's Gator, is that you? It's Gator, is that you? Unfortunately, at this point, I don't have the best switch-ins for this either. We'll recover just in case he goes for rocks. As I can now go out to my Golisopod. I want to weaken him with the Aqua Jet, but I don't want to go for that and have him go out into Lapras. I'll just go right for the first impression. I don't care if he goes Buzzwole here. I can't have him go Lapras and have that recovery. Plus, first impression is guaranteed to get off on Mamoswine. I think we'll be fine. I still think we'll be fine. I really do think he's going to get swept by me clicking Shadow Ball at the end of the day. Mamoswine just needs a little bit more damage, which first impression guarantees damage on anything outside of Tapu Lele. And if Tapu Lele comes out, that's one of the Stealth Rock switch-ins that I need. I mean, Aerodactyl could be his defogger. I'm not sure if it learns it pre-bank. We'll check right now. Actually, no, I don't want to show a team that I'm going to be using later. Yeah, Buzzwole comes out. We do some clean damage with that. He could definitely go Lapras here. I'm going to go for Liquidation anyway. I don't care. I really don't care if he goes Lapras. Yeah. The Seeds. Let's get a nice defense drop too. There you go. Not sure if Aqua Jet actually picks it off after that defense drop, but we'll go for it regardless of what he wants to do. As he goes Lapras, expecting my Aqua Jet, or just maybe fearing a Sucker Punch. Did I show Aqua Jet already? Wow. At least he knows what he's doing. I can go Magearna though and just click Flash Cannon one more time. I still think he's going to get swept by my Gengar. I'm so stubborn to think that he's going to get swept by Gengar, but I really do think. Seems like he is Specs. But what I can do is go for Volt Switch here. Lele is legitimately a problem. However, if I go out into my Gengar now, I threaten everything outside of Muck. But Pursuit can't be run pre-bank, so I'm okay with this. If I force in Muck, that's great too, because then then Golem gets a kill. If I go Lele, let me just see the damage on Lele. Gengar. I'm not Life Orb. Tapu Lele. Without the Life Orb, 83 to 98. Yeah, it's close. So Muck comes out. I don't mind. I'm going to keep my Golisopod just because I can Aqua Jet the Aerodactyl later if I need to. Go into my Golem on the knockoff and just click Stone Edge here. Stone Edge hits Mamoswine, as well as everything on his team. I don't want to go for Wild Charge. I mean, Stone Edge could potentially hit everything on his team. Sacks Buzzwole, which is a smart play, as we do manage to hit. Nice. All that damage on Muck is going to be racking up. All that damage on Muck is going to be racking up. All of it. How much does Mamoswine take from this? Why do you have to be the only person to run this outside of Gator? Shadow Ball does not do enough. 54 to 64. That is definitely not enough damage. I don't want him Stealth Rocking expecting my switch, but I have to switch out. I have to switch out here. And what I can do is go Golisopod, and I'm going to hope, because Shadow Ball does 54 to 64, I'm going to hope he goes for Ice Shard here. He could definitely go for that. Actually, maybe I should actually sack this, because I don't think it's super necessary now. Yeah, I can't risk him going for rocks on my switch. I cannot risk him going for rocks. And my best play is actually going for Leech Life, because it hits Tapu Lele upon switching as well. Yeah, I'm predicting to Fear my first impression. And I'm going to go for the Liquidation, because it hits Tapu Lele. Come on, bro, you know this. Fear my first impression. Go out Tapu Lele. We're trying to come through with the Golisopod. Go Lele, because that's a stealth rock damage I need on Mamoswine to die. Come on, bro, go Lele. Either way, if he stays in and attacks, he takes one life orb hit, so Shadow Ball 100% knocks it out. But still, I want him to go Lele. Assuming this is not naive and this is Jolly, yes, okay. Come on, bro, go Lele. You've been expecting my Golisopod the entire time. Go hard Lele. Hard into Lele. And this is my strongest attack to hit Lele. Come on, bro. Like I said, even if he predicts it, it's fine. Better yet, go Muck. Let Muck die. I would love that. I hope he does, anyway. Fear it. Fear the first impression. Fear the impression. How much does this even do? Golisopod. Blank set. 252. Adamant. Adamant. First impression. Is it not there? Whatever. Yeah, you went for the Ice Shard. Again, that's fine. All I wanted was the Life Orb damage to be 100% correct. I'm still curious about how much this does. Alright, let's make it Aerial Ace. Let's make it 90. Let's just make it Bug. Wow, it actually had a chance to knock it out. That's crazy. Shadow Ball will be able to pick off Gengar. Best case scenario for me, he doesn't Shadow Sneak here. Though he very well could. Goes hard into Tapu Lele for some reason. So now he can't even Shadow Sneak me. I don't know why he went into Tapu Lele right there. I really couldn't tell you. Alolan Muck is going to come out. I can go right out to my Golem. I really don't know why he went out to Tapu Lele at that particular point in time. But I'm definitely going right Golem. Yeah, and now I can click Stone Edge and get rid of Mamoswine, hit Aerodactyl, as well as hit Muck. Stays in, hit, land. Nice. So we're going to be able to get rid of Muck as well. What is my opponent doing in the late game? I have no idea. Let's click Earthquake because we don't want to miss. And I think it comes down to if he has Earthquake on his Aerodactyl or not. Because I'm pretty sure that Mega Aerodactyl does live. He can't Ice Shard me because of his own Psychic Terrain. Yeah, I don't know how he was planning out this endgame. But it comes down to if the Aerodactyl has Earthquake or not. I'm obviously Choice Scarf, so I do 2-hit KO him. Assuming Aerial Ace or Stone Edge don't knock me out, which they definitely do. What attack? It depends on how my opponent plays this late game. And we don't die. And Scarf Gengar coming through. I have no idea what my opponent was doing in this endgame, but I did set it up for Scarf Gengar to win. That's what I said I would do. It just didn't play out the way I did. I expected it. What I expected him to do was I show where Mamoswine to get off damage so Shadow Sneak can kill me, and then go Lele after, get Shadow Ball being surprised, oh my god, your Scarf, and then dying. And then it would have came down to keeping my it would have came down to like what Arrow's moveset was. I don't think he had Earthquake though. That was such a weird game, man. That was so weird. I don't even know what to think about that game. That was really weird. We got another one. My opponent has an Alolan. However, Golisopod once again matches up so well as a lead versus everything. We can just click Liquidation. Hit that boy up. Nothing for this. Yum! And I don't see a reason not to jet him. I haven't answered to Gudra being Magearna, so I'm gonna go right for the jet. As we're able to beat the Mamoswine, exactly what it's supposed to do. Now, I do trap Celesteela. With my Golem. And Greninja's checked. I like this. Golisopod also checks Lucario to an extent. Golem comes out. I have a sure as hell answer to this. Can't even facade me. I want to throw off a Scald before Toxicing because I'm not sure if his initial switch would be Goodra or... I wasn't sure if it'd be Goodra or... Are you going to Toxic me? I see leftovers. I don't like that. I'll Toxic you. I feel like I'll be infestated right now. When I see leftovers on Goodra, that's what I immediately assume. But it is Life Orb Draco, nice. So we're able to land the Toxic, beautiful. And put that boy on a timer. I can go for recovery. Don't forfeit. Come on, dude. Whatever. Golisopod shine more than any other Pokemon on the team. The first battle is so weird, man. That's the thing about Pokemon. You never know. Like, a game could go any way just based on how your opponent is doing. Like, the end game, I have no idea what my opponent was doing. I honestly don't. Unfortunately, my opponent has Skarmory, which I don't have enough EVs on my Golem for. Maybe I should put that. I'll put a little bit more. That's a lot, though. That's a lot. Just in case Skarmory is an issue. Lead Golisopod, as usual. It ain't that serious. Oh, it definitely is, bro. Mamoswine is his lead. Lovely. Again, no reason not to click Liquidation. Golem's gonna come, Skarmory's gonna come out. I see leftovers. I want to take this opportunity to get my rocks as he doubles out into Golem. Okay, I mean, I'm gonna do the exact same thing anyway. In fact, I can just go out to my Skarmory and get up my hazards now. I don't care. Do whatever you want. I have no reason to go out. I have no reason not to go for hazards. Right here, he's actually gonna double too because I have Gastrodon in the back. I'm about to Brave Bird like a man. Ah, he has Toxic. I expected him to double out into Tapu Bulu. But if he has Toxic, he has Toxic. We'll switch out to Gastrodon now. I don't want him Toxicing me, but I can't do anything about that. At least on the turn he wants to Toxic me, I can Earthquake him for damage, which is what I'm going to do. So, we'll get off a lot of damage on him. He's very, very, very weak to a late game Sludge Bomb sweep, so that damage was extremely key. And we can go for Toxic here, expecting him to want to switch out. Not into Skarmory, though. Sorry, I didn't mean to skip turns there. Mamoswine comes out, so it is 100% Sash broken. He's not really... Does he have experience versus Magnepool Golem, really? Fizz Death Skarmory is still the play of choice. I need more hazards up. Goes for the Quake, not going to do much. We can get up that Spike. I'm not 2 KO'd by Icicle Crash anyway. I'm Fizz Death as hell. So, Spike is going to be able to knock out Lantern. And he just forfeits. I don't know why he forfeit after missing Icicle Crash. Was your game plan to flinch me to death? Or do you not just like that your Lantern is dead? Because he actually does lose the Sludge Bomb late game. Dead, dead, dead. All I gotta do is get rid of Skarmory and weaken Mamoswine. I don't know why he forfeited after missing Icicle Crash, though. Especially after he made those plays. Like, I thought he was... No, he looked very competent. We got another one. I like my opponent's team. I very much do. I like Golisopod a lot as a lead as well. He doesn't have good bug resists. Because basically his bug resists don't appreciate Liquidation. So, Golisopod as a lead. Very, very nice in this game. We have some weird games going on, though. 2 forfeits. The end game of the first one. I don't know. I was debating like starting over the recording because I had no idea what my opponent was doing. Even at like win or loss. Like, I mean, after I won the battle, I was like, should I start over this recording? Because I can't. What did my opponent do in that first game? So these are probably the best lead possible for Golisopod. There's no reason not to click first impression here. And he goes hard into Araquanid too to tank that. I feel like he'd have Toxic on his Araquanid. Either way, I went up a Spike with Skarmory as he's stockpile. Okay, well, you're not going to do any damage to me, and I can phase you out, so I'm not too worried. We'll start getting up Spikes. Is he stockpile Aqua Ring? You know, I fought this set. Yo, shout out to my boy, Enosh. That boy was using Z stockpile. That does nothing. Yeah, we're getting up all 3 layers versus you. All 3. That does absolutely nothing. You don't even have a Z move because you have stockpile and Leech Seed. Oh, crap. Maybe I got a little bit. I didn't even get... No, you know what? Gastrodon doesn't care. I go Gastrodon next. I have Storm Drain. That's an answer to you. But we'll Roost up. Yeah, as he gets to the next defense drop. So now I'm not staying in 100... Like that. No, that's not the answer. Staying is not the answer at all. But with the Spike up, he does have a Defogger, potentially. in Decidueye, but if we manage to land this Toxic on it, as he has his own Toxic. Ooh, interesting set. That's a cool set, actually. I like that set. I'll go Skarmory just in case he does go Decidueye now, because this would be a good opportunity for him to defog, as he does, and we can just click Brave Bird. If he's not running speed, then I do outspeed him. If he is running speed, so be it. But if he's not, I do outspeed him, and we prevent him from getting rid of my hazards. That's a great turn for me. I don't think I could have asked for a better turn right there. Getting rid of the Decidueye, all 3 hazards up. First impression puts in so much work now with Golisopod. I love it. Greninja comes out. I go Magearna. I expect him to go for the Dark Pulse, not the Hydro Pump. As he goes Ice Beam. Don't freeze me. Yo, what the hell, man? We're going to attempt to Thaw because he's giving this the opportunity to Thaw. However, it's not working because going to miss. Thaw. This should not be working out for my opponent. Thaw. Thaw and Volt Switch and kill him. Thank you, buddy. Alright, so that Mon is dead. Thank God. And we can go route to Golisopod. Golisopod takes close combat from Lucario, knocks it out with Liquidation. It tanks hits from Mimikyu. It can definitely tank hits from the Araquanid as well. And the first impression is just going to be putting in some work. I don't want to get Toxic though. So I'm going to go Skarmory. Because he's Toxic, he's on a timer himself. So even protecting doesn't make much sense for my opponent, as he's not going to be able to take a hit. And yeah, he just forfeits. I mean, Golisopod would have just won in the ink. And it sure would have won. First impression for Mega Alakazam, I wouldn't care about that. It eats up a hit from Lucario, knocks it out with close combat. We got another game versus Tapu Fini. So let's see if we can do something with this. Porygon is a threat, man. I'll only Golisopod though. I definitely want to lead Golisopod because when I see Mamoswine, I automatically lead Golisopod. It's just how it goes. Porygon's a threat, but I can Toxic it and wear it down and phase it out. Basically, most of my Mons hit it really hard. Even Magearna can eat up a hit, and probably 2 KO with Flash Cannon to Fleur Cannon. Sorry, I say Fluoro Cannon. I don't know why. Tapu Bulu. The Bulu is here. We'll go Skarmory. My main switching. He has... I don't know, if I can get rid of Muck, maybe I can sweep him with Gengar. Misses the edge, unfortunately, for my opponents. I don't see a reason not to go for the Spike right here, because even if he goes Tapu Fini, I'm forcing him, or Tapu Fini, however you want to call it, I'm forcing him to default. Go Celesteela though. I want to go Gastrodon on his Leech Seed or Flamethrower. Nice terrain, and we'll just click Toxic here. I expect him to Leech Seed, but if he wants to go Bulu, it's fine. He goes Finny, which is still going to be worn down by the Earthquake. I don't mind Finny coming out at all. It's just going to be worn down by this Quake. And if he's defogged, then he's defogged. I can't do anything about that. Taunt. So I'm actually not sure if he's defogged. I want to weaken this though with the Earthquake, which is obviously what you see me doing. So if he wants to defog, then yeah, he just took 2 Earthquakes. That's the damage I want to see. Moonblast isn't going to be doing too much. We're going to double out to Magearna. Are we... Honestly, I'll just click Scald. I'll click Scald just in case he goes out into Bulu. Or Celesteela. Bulu I could burn because of grassy terrain. If he stays in, the best he could do is what, Moonblast me, so it's not going to be doing any damage anyway. And we're stalling out his turns of the terrain. I'll go for the Recover here, because if he wants to taunt me, then again, he's just stalling out another turn of terrain. And what I can do is click Toxic. I don't care if he taunts. I don't... Goes out to Celesteela. I don't know if he has Giga Drain, but I'm going to click Scald anyway as he goes for Leech Seed. Nice. And I'm able to burn him. So I can wear him down a bit with this. I'm going to double out though into my Golem just in case he opts to stay in and go for Protect. Try and wear me down. Goes for a double Seed. However, this does give me the opportunity just to click Wild Charge. I don't want to go for Rocks yet because I'm not sure what exactly he could do. Also because I see Leftovers, I know that he is not Shed Shell. Yeah, Heavy Slam isn't going to be doing too much at all with the burn. And now we can use this as an opportunity to get up Rocks. Mainly because I force him to defog later if I want to. And I break Mamoswine's Focus Sash. So I don't care. That boy doing no type of damage. And we can get rid of Celesteela pronto. I mean, he's like a 40 protection in a row to beat me down. I like Alolan Golem with Magnet Pull, man. I wish it had like Volt Tackle without the recoil and with Magnet Pull. But Celesteela gone, an annoyance that could beat my Skarmory. And if he goes to Tapu Fini, he's forced to knock me out. He is forced to knock me out because I will click Wild Charge. Mamoswine comes out. We'll just have Skarmory right here. I don't want to take an Earthquake. I can save Golem as fodder as well for Tapu Fini. Gets up his rocks. I want you to get up a Spike here. Ice Crash ain't going to do crap to me. Lovely. I'm going to phase him. Just in case he wants to go out into... Because I can Roost Up versus Muck, Tapu Bulu, and I don't want him going out to Tapu Fini here. Goes Porygon, so we take a little bit of chip damage. That's what I need for Sludge Bomb too. And we get him into Bulu. 2 great turns. 2 great turns. I'll Roost. I don't expect him to be... why is he going Muck? Okay. Do we see leftovers on this Muck? No. Terrain. Do you have Flamethrower? It probably does have Flamethrower as his last move, but that's not going to do crap, man. Just going to get up another Spike. Flamethrower ain't going to do crap. Knocks me off. I don't mind. Don't mind. I'm going to sweep this dude with Sludge Bomb. So hit him up the Whirlwind because I expect Tapu Fini to want to come out now. Nice. Take all that chip. And, ooh, he's also very, very, very weak to Golisopod at this point in time. Now we can Roost Up here. If he goes back out into Tapu Fini, he just gets a bit of rocks for me, which is what I want. Which is exactly what I want. Look at the last layer of Spike. I guess I'm playing around with him flinching me, but we'll click Whirlwind now. I don't want to get greedy and have him... Oh, well, I guess I am getting greedy. Haha. Even if he goes Tapu Fini, he has to go for the Defog, and I destroy him with Hazard, so... Ah, no flinch. Nice. Get on my sight. No! And we phase him into the Bulu. I don't see a reason not to click Brave Bird here because I don't want to Roost and have him superpower me just in case he is slower. And if he goes up to Tapu Fini, we knock that thing out with all the hazards. The hazards are just too much for my opponent. Golisopod is going to come through at the end. I love it. I love it. Muck is already in range. Oh no. Mamoswine dies to Sludge Bomb. Everything dies to Sludge Bomb. And I get Grassy Terrain back too. And I have to go out to this because what Sludge Bomb does is it prevents my opponent from setting up a Porygon. Goes hard into Muck, so he allows me to get off damage on it too. I love it. I love it. We can sack Golem here to any attack he wants to go for. As it is knockoff. Now my Golisopod can come out and come through. Hey, with that first impression. I don't like you. I'm not impressed. Aw, knocks out my red card, so my emergency exit is going to get me on out of there, which is better for me than I probably could have hoped. Because now I can go Magearna, Volt Switch, knocking out the Muck, and then go right out into my Gengar. So that is probably the Golisopod supporting the team when it's not even trying to. We can easily click Volt Switch here. Yep, knock this guy out with that, and then I click Sludge Bomb and win the game. The Scarf Gengar is here. I can't believe my emergency exit activated even better. Like, basically what we would have done is, he would have gone to Tapu Fini after and defog, but then, like, my, it would have been the same thing. Golisopod, I would just click Liquidation multiple times. Had I knocked him out, I would have still had my red card as well. So, Mamoswine is going to come out. That cannot knock me out, and Sludge Bomb will be able to knock him out at 22%. Even with a crit, could not knock me out unless it was like a DPP crit or a 5th gen crit. The Sludge Bomb is about to come through. Yeah, he knows he gets swept. Good boy. Let's get one more. Let's get one more. I'm trying to see. Get up out. Hey. This guy is also very, very prone to being swept by Gengar, but the Absol is so much of a threat. Why is it alive? However, Magearna is amazing as a lead. It beats Ninetales, beats Pheromosa, beats Absol, which is extremely important, and he does not have a resistance to Flash Cannon. Well, He does. Not. No. He doesn't. I could see him knocking me off here, but if they get rid of Absol, that's better for Gengar in the late game. So, I just click Flash Cannon. Goes hard on top of Lele. I don't know why, but it is dead. You can't even... And I get a +1 attack. What are you doing? I can't beat me. Ninetales? Okay, well, I'm going to click it again now and knock you out. Even if you get up a Aurora Veil, you're dying. It's 4 times effective. That boy is straight up dying. And plus, I have Golisopod at the end of the day to have the emergency exit to deal with the... Yeah, you... No, I'm not... Okay. Yeah, I am +2 now. He's going to forfeit. You're going to forfeit. I'm just going to stay in, too, on this and kill it, because I definitely live in Earthquake. I definitely live in Earthquake, yeah. So I'm going to kill all his users and just sweep him with the... They're all dead now. All of them. Ninetales can't even kill me. Goodbye. Oh, come on, man. Let me make Golisopod do something. Actually, Golisopod is really nice in this because I can First Impression Flag on, which does kill me. Psychic Terrain's about to end as well. Pheromosa comes out. I don't care. Click Flash Cannon again. This is a funny game. I didn't understand his switch in. What? No! What just happened? Whatever. We're going Golisopod to finish it off. What actually just happened? Oh, that boy Poison Jab. You thought I would switch out to Gengar there? Even that wouldn't even touch me. Okay, we're just gonna First Impression. Do a crap load. Goes for... I'm not sure how much he... I'm gonna get one more game. Even though that game was hilarious. Don't forfeit there. What? On the last Mon? We're getting one more game. That game was actually hilarious, but we're gonna get one more game. Crap, wait, how much time do I have? What time is it? 3, hopefully it's a fast game. If it's not a fast game, I might just have to forfeit. I don't think I have time. Crap. Okay, to be continued. I'm going to be using this Golisopod team a lot on stream, so I encourage you guys to go ahead and follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/pokeaim. Go ahead and check it out. I like Golisopod a lot. I like Red Card a lot with hazards too, and I really like Scarf Guard. Unfortunately, I showed the Guzzlord squad. That's gonna be... Oh god, I have a fun game. I have a replay of a fun game that went up. But in any case, thank you everybody for watching. Hope you guys all enjoyed. Golisopod put in a bit of work, but the main part that I liked about Golisopod is that it forces switches and the red card gets Pokemon out of there. So even that emergency exit, that tactical, I love that it's called, instead of Wimp Out, it's emergency exit. So it's like a tactical retreat. So even that one retreat versus my versus that opponent with the Alolan Muck worked out so well because I could Volt Switch, kill that. That gives him no opportunity to defog, so its ability just coming through. But in any case, guys, hope you all enjoyed. Thank you everybody for watching. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye, friends.